2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan.
And guys, this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement from the coaches to the players to us here in the booth. I mean, this is such a fantastic event to be a part of.
Guys, it really is the greatest all-star game in all the sports, in my opinion. We have the best players in the NBA at the peak of their powers. I mean, I can't wait to see what this year's game has in store for us.
Now a look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. They've got Young. Anthony Davis is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Irving. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. A nice shot by Embiid.
Boy, Embiid wants to own the inside on both sides of the floor. He is a force in the paint and relishes hitting those boards.
Now, here is Young.
And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
And Kyrie Irving has a way of showing up big in the biggest moments. And guys, that includes the All-Star game.
Yeah, his rookie year, he was the Rising Stars game MVP his rookie season, going 12 and 13 from the field. 2 years later.
Sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Here's Russell. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, you know, this is just who Russell is, in my opinion, guys. A very assertive and confident player who looks to score the ball as much as he can.
For three, Westbrook. No good on the last second attempt there. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. It's the West All-Stars up 6. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return.
I ain't said it before. I don't really give a... Oh, man. Cause I'm on the...
Back with you again on the most entertaining night on the NBA calendar. 1 quarter down and 3 to play in the All-Star game.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star game. He becomes so good at catching and firing. I mean, he doesn't allow the defense any time to alter his shot.
And they double up Embiid. And that's out of bounds. The East All-Stars will keep it. Doncic is checked in for the West. We've got 1:13 left in the first half. Good.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jumper.
And maybe shying away from contact a bit too, Greg. I mean, their free throw attempts are also down from the first quarter.
They get the rebound. Davis scored the basket. His fourth. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. LeBron outside. Outside for Bledsoe. Shoots over Lillard. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Sometimes you just got to live with that if you're the defense. Bledsoe must prove he can make these contested shots.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the East All-Stars. We witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers. as he notched 3 total in the quarter. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, you will not find an empty seat here tonight. Welcome to our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet, Shaquille O'Neal. You looking for an empty seat?
Yeah.
You're sitting in.
There's only 3 of us.
Right, and the seats are all full.
Okay. Oh, you meant in the arena.
Ah, that's what I'm talking about. An amazing first half of basketball. And it looks like we've got a game on our hands that will cap off this great weekend in style. The East and West both giving the fans everything they could have hoped for. This is shaping up to be an all-star classic.
Obviously, this has been a back-and-forth type of thing, but now you're going to start to see the competitiveness come out of these guys. That's right, and they have to say it real nice and smooth. Competitiveness. A little more defense, not a lot more, but certainly a lot more intensity. And at the end of the day, every guy on that court out there is built to win.
This particular All-Star game has some real energy. Guys aren't just going out there and going through the motions. They're actually digging in and trying to win. This is different. I can't wait for the second half.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And it's time to strap in as we get set to bring you the explosive action of the second half of the All-Star game.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in this second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
Joel Embiid out there with Vucevic. Then it's Curry. Then it's Harden. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but has been so good at finding the open man. Puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested. How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
And so it's the East All-Stars bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we'll be back with you shortly. Well, we're back on a night that's always a highlight of any NBA season. We're live from the All-Star game.
And, you know, you always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
There is not another show in sports quite like the NBA All-Star game, is there?
A moment now to reset the lineups. Back to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the court for the West All-Stars, LeBron James is out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's Russell. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Irving in at the point guard position. Embiid dishes to Harden. From the arc, the West All-Stars pull it in.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Doncic has gone just 1 of 4 from deep. While their pass is to Lillard. And that one clearly a foul.
Our borderline elite.
Curry against Bledsoe. Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter. We can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Yeah, no quit by either side, guys. Neither team willing to give any ground.
Green kicks to Russell. Outside for Bledsoe. Doncic passes to LeBron. Shot clock at 3. Takes the 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Curry with some nice D. Harden has a wide open look. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. 7 points for James Harden.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent. You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
The shot by George, wide open. It's no good. He is 4 for 10 in the game.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
LeBron kicks to Russell. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And that's getting it done from deep. That's what the All-Star game gives you, the freedom to show your full range.
You know, taking that shot in a regular season game might get you a spot on the bench, but here, it gets you a standing O.
And the East All-Stars call time here. Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.
And, guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for George. It's Curry outside, and the three ball is good. Curry's got a pair of Irving against Curry. Irving kicks to Davis. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. And that'll be his third foul so far. Here's James, and the dunk by James.
There was no doubt about who they were going to on that one. Of course not. LeBron coming through.
Harden surveying the D. Embiid wide open. Tries again. Great D that time from LeBron.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
To the paint. Here's Vucevic. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Oh, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars. Trailing by 2. That puts them in the lead.
He's so clutch, Kevin. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Young against Harden. On the pass to Embiid. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Tell you what, those are...
Whoa, what a finish!
And now that's what these people came to see, just punishing the rim.
Boy, that was tremendous. That one will be worth some points in the dunk contest.
Curry fires from way outside. And just miss after miss right now.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
LeBron is doubled. Irving finds Young. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And now a 6-point West All-Star lead.
Ice in his veins. Young excels at stepping to the plate and delivering in the clutch.
Harden inside the three-point line. Here's Embiid. Empty that time from Leonard.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
And how about the stingy defense there to deny that pass?
They get it back. Tries yet again. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
And it's real easy to see why they turn to Vucevic when the game is close. I mean, he knows how to step up in the clutch.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away. Those are critical foul shots. Love to see him knock them down there.
And the East All-Stars call time here. They're behind by 6. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
The shot by Curry, no good. And the West All-Stars have possession. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. There's Embiid. Money!
And you know Embiid wants the ball in these situations. He wants that shot. He wants to come through for his team.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
From deep, Giannis cans the three.
Man, the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game. The deep three from Harden. So it's the West All-Stars picking up the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.